It's the hottest dish in the streets. It's what everyone's talking about on Facebook.
Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff.
It's time for Big Tigger's Trending Topics on V103.
So, time for the 411 on your favorite folks who all seem to be on social media last night talking about the election. Good and bad. Tom Brady's wife told him he can't talk politics anymore because of the confusion about the Trump situation. Yesterday, Katy Perry said, "Do not sit still, do not weep, move. We are not a nation that will let hate lead us." Sherry Shepherd said, "My son has special needs. How do I explain to him that a man who mocked a disabled reporter is now running our country?" Roseanne Barr added, "Donald J. Trump wins, and so does the United States of America." Ariana Grande had lots of things. She said, "Well, this is utterly terrifying." Andy Cohen said, "Did we just elect a snake oil salesman and his wicked court of terror? Or is my Ambien kicking in? Or both?" Maybe both. LeBron James added a very, very poignant and heartfelt Instagram post. Quote, "As I woke up today looking and searching for answers on what has happened, the song hit it right on the head. If we continue the faith, as hard as it may be to do so, we will be all right. Parents and leaders of our children, please let them know that they can still change the world for the better. Don't lose a bit of faith. They are our future, and we must remain stronger than ever." He went on to add, "The man above will never put something in our path that we can handle, no matter how difficult it may feel or be. To all the youth out there, I promise I'll continue to lead you guys every single day with no hesitation. Time to educate and even more mold my children into being the greatest model citizens they can become in life. They will continue the legacy beyond life, even if who's now in office doesn't." Killer Mike, who was on the Real today, speaking that real, love Killer Mike. He said, "My role was to speak on behalf of my community. The DNC said F my community and did what they felt best, quote, cheated Sanders." There you go. Janelle Monáe said, "Once again, America has continued to fail women, minorities, Muslims, immigrants, LGBTQ. This is so disgusting." Jadena added, "Sometimes you have to go through hell to get to heaven. Hashtag election day." Chance the Rapper added, "If you want to cry, watch Van Jones give the first cognizant minority understanding of the election on CNN tonight. He just made it real." Let's listen to what Van Jones had to say.
It's hard to be a parent tonight for a lot of us. You tell your kids, don't be a bully. You tell your kids, don't be a bigot. You tell your kids, do your homework and be prepared. And then you have this outcome, and you have people putting children to bed tonight, and they're afraid of breakfast. They're afraid of, how do I explain this to my children? I have Muslim friends who are texting me tonight saying, should I leave the country? I have families of immigrants that are terrified tonight. This was many things. This was a rebellion against the elites. True, it was a complete reinvention of politics and polls. It's true. I mean, we've talked about everything but race tonight. We've talked about income. We've talked about class. We've talked about region. We haven't talked about race. This was a white lash. This was a white lash against a changing country. It was a white lash against a black president in part. And that's the part where the pain comes. And Donald Trump has a responsibility tonight to come out and reassure people that he is going to be the president of all the people who he insulted and offended and brushed aside. Yeah, when you say, you want to take your country back, you got a lot of people who feel that we're not represented well either. But we don't want to feel that someone has been elected by throwing away some of us to appeal more deeply to others. So this is a deeply painful moment tonight. I know it's not just about race. There's more going on than that. But race is here, too. We got to talk about it.
My thought is, lots of people voted the complete opposite direction of President Obama. If you didn't like Obama and you didn't want anything that he represented, whether it be racial or swag, or just those people that were anti-Obama wanted anything, and Hillary might have been too close. There's also a notion that there were lots of people who just didn't want a female president. And that didn't really even occur to me until late last night. And I was like, really? But I thank you for tuning in, and more Big Ticket Show happens now.
The People Station, V103.